Okay, so I wanted to make this call really quick about PicMonkey because I know so many coaches want to know how all of these amazing visual type posts are made up and how they can make up pictures that are similar. And so I'm going to show you really quickly how I use PicMonkey to create some view on my computer. Let me grab one really quick, sorry. Okay, go to pictures. I usually call it, okay, there we go. So I will save pictures. Why don't I have any of these? Let me go to my Facebook. Sorry about that. I'll go to my page. Okay, so I make pictures like this. You know, this one's pretty simple. I don't know why it won't let me go scroll through any of them. So there's that one. I've created photos like this one where I introduce my new coaches. These ones are through, you know, other coaches from the Bombshell Dynasty. But this is kind of, you know, they use PicMonkey to create these awesome images to recognize other people and other coaches. And so I know it can look like complicated and overwhelming, but really PicMonkey is super simple. It's probably the easiest tool that you can find for when it comes to making cover photos and pictures. So to make a cover photo for Success Club like I do with my team, you would just need to go into Design and click on Custom. And you're going to want to do 851 by 315, I believe. Let me make sure. Yep, that's one. You could click on the Facebook cover. They do have one, but honestly, it's actually a little bigger, and so sometimes things get cut off. And so I go with the 851 by 315. You can click your canvas color that you want. I usually leave mine blank. And then you could go in and add like pictures and things like that. So say you wanted to add a picture of your own. They have a bunch of options for you. There's so many great things in here, but say you had your own picture. So you wanted to add a picture right here. You can bring it in and drop it, and you can make it bigger or smaller. If you wanted to get rid of the background, you would click eraser, and you would just bring down the hardness a little bit and the size, and you could remove if you wanted to, or you don't have to. You can move it over here. And then the cool thing about PicMonkey is they have fonts. They have fonts available to you. I'm a member, so I have a lot of fonts available to me. But you can click on the text. There's all these different fonts that you can use. The crown just means that you're a member, and I'm a member, so I can use all of those. Or if you want to go to defont.com, you can download your own, and then they'll actually show up in your PicMonkey. So say I wanted to do a banner. You click on the banner and type in Kayla Clark. And say I wanted to do a color. And I wanted a nice color scheme, but I wasn't sure, you know, what exact color. And sometimes this can be really hard. So what I will do is I will go back here to the butterfly. I will add my own, and I go to the site. If you want to look really quick right here, I go to the site called designseeds.com. And it has all of these like pictures with color schemes that are in the picture. And so I can scroll through. I'm sure you've seen them on Pinterest, but a color scheme that you're wanting to stick with when you do this picture or your pictures. So I save them. So let me go in and find design. We could do this one. And I'll just make it a little bigger. And then say I wanted to make this that purple, I would just click this little rectangle right here, and I could scroll over the different color selections, and I'll click on the purple. And now I have this awesome purple color. So you can move this. This up here rotates it around. So I usually, when I'm working with design seeds, is I'll just move it down below in an area that I'm not working. So I'm still able to access it, but it doesn't completely, you know, take away from what I'm trying to do with my photo. Oops. So can do that. There's so many different things you can do with it. There's layering, obviously. You can add in a bunch of different photos, different information. You could put in backgrounds. You could add, you know, a line. Like say you wanted to add a line from the photo. I don't really have an idea in mind of what I'm doing, so just flying by to see my pants. But send to the back. If you left click it, you can click send to back. And then I say I wanted to do it another color from the here. I could click on this color right here, and then I could type and put it over in this box. I could put something else in here. So PicMonkey that way is super easy to drop pictures. You may wonder, okay, so how does she do collages? Well, if you want to open another tab, there is a collage section. So you would just need to click on the collage. It would have you open a picture. So I could open another picture of myself. Then say, let's see, I'll just do a bunch of pictures of myself. That's easiest. This one. And this one. Okay, so I have 3 pictures here. And say I want them all side by side. So I'd click ducks in a row. You just click the collage section here. There's tons of different layouts, but I want them ducks in a row. I want them all together. So there's 3 ducks in a row. Then you just basically click them and drop them in to the layout. Now the middle one is colored and I don't want it colored. So I'll click edit. I'll click effects and I'll click on black and white and it's good to go. Then I'll click save. And I'll save it. Then I'll go back to this picture and we'll delete this one. You just hit backspace and I'll add my own in. Excuse me. Okay, so we'll go to Michaela's collage, and it'll drop it in. And then there you have a few different pictures to work with. So there's that. Now, say you're wanting to create more of a template. Maybe you're wanting to create something like this. Let me open it up. Go into edit. Maybe you're wanting to make something similar to this picture. And maybe you're wanting to reuse it over and over again. So what I've done is I've created a template where I've erased the picture out of here. I just, I'll show you how to do that really quick. And then the name, and then I've left it so that someone else can fill in the information. So I have something here. Let me find a template. Okay, here's an emerald template. So I can open it up, and it says, congratulations, everything's already ready to go. Now all I have to do is go in, find a picture of the person that I'm wanting to recognize, drop it in, expand it to where it needs to be, and then center it however you want it to center. Then I go in and find some text, just whatever I think will fit in best in here. I really like this one recently. Well, let's do coffee break. That one's kind of cute. All right. Then I'll just click my eyedropper, make it this white color, center it. And the nice thing is when you save it like a template, then I don't have to worry about the other layers moving because they're already locked into place. And then I just make it bigger, so where it fits right. Then I would go in to find some other text. Say I wanted this one right here. And say October 15th. And it's that blue color. So I'll click on this banner. Move it over there. And that's how simple it is to make a banner and fill it in. So I already laid all of the groundwork out, which usually takes the most time. So now I have this ease of anytime any of my coaches reach this emerald rank, I have a photo ready for them that I can drop in and use. And I usually change them up probably every year just to make them a little bit different, a little, keep everything fresh and exciting. But this cuts down on so much time, and this makes it so that, when you're having all those rank advancements and different coaches doing different things, that you can keep up on it. So that's how you use PicMonkey. It's super simple, really quick. Here's a crop canvas. This is going to help you with resizing and all of that. Then you have the filters, which I don't use a whole lot of unless I'm using a photo to make it black and white. I don't ever really use the makeup or anything like that. Text is important. The shapes, the overlays that you can put in. I don't ever really use the frames or the textures or the themes. You can. They're fun to play around with. But mostly I'm using these overlays and the text. That's the two most important ones. And like the backgrounds that I find here, like this is wooden. Most of the time I just find them online on Google, or I will go to dollarphoto.com. I have an account there, and they have some great stock images that you can use. So that is how I make a bunch of my different pictures and layouts. It's super easy. It's so fun to use. It's one of those things that if you can just play around with it for a little while, you really start to get the hang of it. So PicMonkey is an awesome tool. I totally recommend it, especially if you're someone who doesn't have time or doesn't understand how to use Photoshop, because this one is just really simple. Drag and click and, maneuver things. So I hope this helps. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me, post in the comments below. But this is probably the easiest way to explain basics of PicMonkey. So thanks for listening in.